Hey guys, it's Lauren from Beautiful Mesh. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever. I've been sick and so I'm still getting over this cold, so my voice is a little bit weird today, but guess what I have? We've got tulips. Michael's has the tulips out now. I'm so excited. They have a bazillion colors. Hold on, this light is like shining right in my face. There we go. That's so much better. Okay, so I went to Michael's yesterday. They had all their tulips out. So I'm going to make one last thing for Valentine's Day. And it might be for my own door. Because you know what is great about these tulip wreaths is that they are pretty slim. And I have like a storm door. And I don't have any kind of overhang. So I don't put anything on the outside of the glass. So I'm gonna put this in between the the main door and the glass door. Hey Mickey, hi Marcy. So I should have taken a picture. I don't know if you guys saw the picture on my page yesterday of the Michael's display of all the tulips. I probably should have taken a picture after I went through there because I bought $300 worth of tulips yesterday. Crazy town. Because, and they do go on sale. I mean, they're 30% off right now, and they will go on a sale, or you could get like one of those 20% off your whole purchase, sales or whatever coupons. But the problem is they start running out. So I want to get as many as I can right now, and then I'll get some more later. So I'm sorry about my voice. I'm still a little scratchy and sound like a dude, but like for the first time in a week, I can finally sort of talk. You should have heard me earlier. Hi, Doreen. Okay, so look at how pretty. So I've already started staging. I started cutting some of the stuff already. So here's what I'll show you what supplies you'll need. Hi, Karen. All right, so in full disclosure, I got this I guess method from Southern Charm Wreaths. She has a YouTube video, and I think she has a thing. It's not a paid one. It's just something she's done, and I've kind of taken it and sort of do my own thing a little bit. But she does have some good tips and some pretty stuff too. But okay, so this is what I use. This is a styrofoam wreath. Now it's hard to find the flat ones. Hi, Allie. Hi, Deborah. I usually find the round ones a lot easier. I don't know if I have a round one handy, but so these are kind of hard to find, but you can find them, I think, every once in a while at Michael's, and I think I ordered, it might have been from like Darice online, D-A-R-I-C-E. I want to say it was somewhere like that, like it was like an online place. I think I ordered a bunch of them. Now, also be careful with these because if they fall, they will crack pretty easily. I've heard of a lot of people like breaking them. So you have to be really fragile with these. So yeah, goes that. And what I do is I wrap them. I know, you see the crazy kitty Belinda. Okay, yeah, she's like trying to attack my ribbon. Okay, so here's what I wrap this styrofoam with. I mean, it's white. You're probably not going to really see, I mean, I'm going to put enough tulips on it, but you're still going to see something behind it. Just find anything that's, I would use non-wired one because you don't need wired to cover this thing. You don't, and plus the wire would get in your way. So you don't need any wire. So get whatever cheapest covering ribbon you can find. I would not do a 1.5 inch just because you're going to have to wrap it so many more times, and that's going to be a pain in the butt. You could probably do, hi Veronica, you could probably do fabric as long as it's not too thick, because remember you're going to have to push these floral pins, I'll show you, through it. So you're going to, some kind of thin ribbon, something cheapo, find it at the Dollar Tree or whatever. This I find at Michael's. It's $9.99. But it's 75 yards. Woo, it's 75 yards. But you can usually, use that 40% off coupon on it or whatever. So get something that you can wrap with, and then you'll need Sorry if I'm coughing because I'm still sick. You'll need some floral pins. So these are, what size are these? Okay, so these are the floral pins. These like the little rectangle thingies. You could spray paint it, yeah, but I think it would look like flaky. I don't know if it would look weird, and I don't know. Thank you for sharing it, Lena. Okay, so here's, alright, these are some floral pins I found. I don't know, I buy them like in bulk on Amazon or something. You can buy them from Hobby Lobby, you can buy them from any of the craft stores, but they're just like a lot more expensive because they only have a few in a container, whatever. You can probably buy them from Walmart too. These are, they say they're 1 3/4 inches. So something like that. So, see these little pins. Okay. So that's what you'll need. And tulips, of course, whatever color you want. And I'm not totally positive yet how many bunches you'll need. Now, that's the other thing. At home used to have like the most beautiful tulips. They were a little bit bigger than the ones at Michael's. Not the huge ones. You want like the mini tulips. You don't want the huge fat tulips. You want these mini, I mean, that's what I like. I mean, you can do it, but, yeah, at home used to have the most beautiful tulips, and there were more buds on each stem. So that's the other thing to watch is different stores. You might find them for cheaper, but you might only have like 3 buds on a stem. So pay attention to that when you're buying them. Michael's has, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 8 stems, and there's 3 on each stem. So just kind of watch that. Hi Joanne, welcome. Just watch that on wherever you purchase them. So like if you go to the Dollar Tree and you're like, oh, it's cheapo, tulips. Okay, but they might only have like this much. You know what I mean? So just watch it. Yeah, I'm totally bummed at home. I know at least last year and I think the year before they stopped carrying a whole bunch of their tulips, which totally bummed me out because they were so pretty. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm not totally positive yet how many we'll need, but I'm going to keep track of how many stems I throw away, and then we'll see at the end exactly how many it will take. I'm thinking it's going to take at least 10 bunches, so we'll see. Hi Brenda. Alright, so thank you guys for sharing this video for me. We will get started, but yeah, thank you for sharing it. If anyone else wants to learn how to make a tulip wreath, check this out. Definitely share it with your friends, share it on your page so you remember where you found it. If you ever want to make one, you can find all this stuff at Michael's pretty easy. Okay, you ready? Ready to make this? Crystal, we're making a tulip wreath. Hi Deb. Okay, so yeah, I have a couple different colors. I got pinks, I got purples. They had every color you could imagine, but I'm going to make this red and white for Valentine's Day. Okay, ready? Cool. Okay. So I will do my best to talk as loud as I can. My voice is still a little scratchy and it's still a little hard to talk too loud. Okay, come on, I want to see my comments. All my Apple products keep telling me to update and I haven't done it yet. I don't want to do it yet. Okay. So we gotta wrap the styrofoam first. So the first thing I do, okay. I am just using tulips, Michelle. That's, Lena, you can see a finished one. Sorry guys. If you click the shop now button on my page and you get to my Etsy site, I think I have a yellow one up at the top of my Etsy page there, and you can see what a finished one looks like. The tulips they're $4, and they're 30% off right now at Michael's. So they turned out to be $2.80 a bunch right now. But just watch for sales, and sometimes they'll have like buy one, get one, or, you know, watch for that like 20% off coupon that you can use on your whole purchase, even the sale items. Okay, so first I'm just going to put a floral pin in here. So these are 1 3/4 inch floral pins. This is a 12-inch styrofoam, and it's about 2 inches thick. So just make sure you realize that when you're getting your floral pins. Obviously you don't want something longer. It's not going to go through. But I think they have different size floral pins. Okay, so I'm just going to start wrapping. Now, I said, like, I would not get a 1.5 inch ribbon. I also would not get anything too wide, because if you do that, it's going to be hard to go around the circle. It's going to be like real bunchy, you know what I mean? So you don't want anything too wide, because it's going to be really too hard to wrap and make it look neat, you know? And I'm kind of particular. You aren't going to see it that much, but I'm a little particular about the whole process, making it look nice. So you're going to overlap a little bit. You're going to want to use glue and floral pins to put these on, to put everything on. I usually pin things down and then I glue on top of the pin. Yeah, Judy, this is going to be here, so if you want to share it to your page or save the video, or come back to my page, it will be here. You can watch it from the beginning. So obviously do this in a coordinating color. I could have done this in white. I decided I wanted red. And do it tight so that you don't see a whole bunch of mess. Isn't it weird that we're doing like tulips and we just had New Year's? It's the way it goes, right? I was going to make, if I didn't have a whole lot of tulips, like tulips at Michael's and all the craft stores really only come out now, and they'll only be out like a month or so. Or maybe a little bit longer, but not very long. By the time you think like, oh, I want to make a tulip wreath, it's spring, they're gone. So you need to shop now if you want some tulips, or pretty soon, because they start, I mean, they sell out pretty quick. So I didn't have a whole lot. I wanted to make like a red and white one for Christmas, but I didn't have any left over from last year. So I'm going to try and buy some this year, keep them for the fall and the winter. Yeah, this is just silk ribbon. You don't need anything wired. I would not use anything wired because the wire is going to get in your way when you try and put the floral pins through it. You want something that's thin enough that you can put a pin through it, but thick enough that it's obviously going to cover your styrofoam form. Okay. So I'm just going to put it off. Yeah, so one of those rolls lasts me a pretty long time. It's 75 feet long. I mean, it's $10 at Michael's, but use that, 40% off coupon if you can. Yeah, you can wrap it with pretty much anything. I mean, I was thinking you could use fabric too, but just something that you're going to be able to put a floral pin through, because it makes it a whole lot easier. Okay, so when I cut these, so each of these comes with, some of them have little leaves, and some of them have these little, like, I don't know, I guess they're leaves too, whatever, these long pokey things. So I leave some of them, I cut some of them off, I kind of just sort of randomly do it, you know, so that there's not, you want to do it so there's not too much greenery, but a little bit of greenery. Okay. Alright, so what I do first is I take 3 at a time. I'm going to take 2 red and a white. So I've already cut off a bunch of stems here just to start with. And if we need more, we'll cut more, just so that in the interest of time. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 of these and a floral pin. And I'm going to sort of just in a line put them on the flat side of, doesn't really matter which side, of this styrofoam form. And put a floral pin around all of them. And then I'm going to hot glue on top of the pin to make sure that it doesn't move. I need my glue gun over here with my right hand. Okay, so you see how that is pinned on there? So obviously you're going to work in one direction, whichever direction you choose. Have them all pointed the same way. And then I'm going to go to the next one. And I'm not always going to, so I'm not always going to have the white in the same spot. You know, I want to make it as random as I can. Bought a whole box of these pins. Let me see if I can try and zoom in for you up here. Hang on. Let me see if I can. Won't let me zoom in on it, will it? Come on. It let me before. Why did it not let me now? Oh, there we go. Alright. It'll help a little. Alright, does that help a little? Okay. So, and I'm going to put the next bunch just behind it, making sure that when I put it, it's sort of overlapping, but it's not, I mean, it's not on top of the other one. It's sort of like, you know, you're kind of putting them like this. So like, here's the buds, and here's the next buds, and then here's the next buds. Does that sort of make sense? And just a little drop of glue on top of the pin so that you make sure they stay in place. And once you go around like this, then I go around the top also, just to make, whoopsies, just to make sure that everything's covered. It's kind of like however you want to do it, but I got my new glue gun. I'm finally using it. It has a trigger. I haven't had one like that. It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm doing this with mostly red and a little white. I'm doing 2 reds and 1 white in each. Obviously, you can do whatever pattern you want, but yeah, I'm using my phone, Debbie. Use whatever color you want, whatever pattern. I mean, it's like random, but not, you know what I mean? Like, I sort of have a idea of how I'm doing this pattern-ish, but I want it to look sort of organic. Yeah, we're gonna need to have to switch. I don't think my cord is long enough to switch to the other. So yeah, so some of these I've left on, and some of them I've taken off. I just don't want too much greenery. But you do want some because it helps fill in the blanks. Yeah, Jennifer, someone said something about spraying the styrofoam. I'm not familiar with like what is a good spray paint for styrofoam, because I know obviously it's gonna like try and suck up all the paint. I know there are some out there, I just don't know what the best solution is. But I also don't know, like, is it gonna make it look like grainy? I don't know. I kind of like the smooth look of this. Yeah, see, like, obviously you really don't see it through, so, you know, whatever you want to do. I'll be curious to see if someone spray paints one, like, how it works. Like, if it looks good. We're going to see at the end how many bunches I used. I'm not totally positive how many I'm going to need. All of the tulips are from Michael's. Hey, Mary, you're not far from me. Yeah, I wouldn't think that spray paint would be the best idea, but, I mean, because wouldn't it just, like, soak it all up? Like, how much would you need? Wouldn't you feel like you would need a whole lot? Yeah, this is going to be really pretty for Valentine's Day. So, and like I said, also, this is usually, so it's only a couple inches thick. You can use it on a storm door, like in between your door and your storm door, which I always have to do. So it's a good alternative for one of those thin wreaths you need. Oh, it will dissolve, Amanda? Okay. The styrofoam will dissolve? Yeah, that would probably not be cool. Seems like a little bit of a biohazard. You guys should have heard me. Well, you probably couldn't hear me a couple days ago. I've never lost my voice before. I always thought, oh, that would be so cool, lose your voice. No, it's not cool. Try reading, oh my god, so I had to read, like, Jackson, his bedtime stories. Like, trying to, oh my god. It was not pretty. Had a hard time. Because the more I try and talk, the more I want to cough. And then I'm coughing while I'm trying to put him to bed, so then he's not sleeping at all. I just wrapped the styrofoam in some ribbon. Just some unwired. This is the only time I use unwired ribbon, okay? The only time. Unwired ribbon that is thin enough that you can get a floral pin through it, because you're pushing the floral pin right through it into the form. So you want to make sure you don't get anything too thick here. I know I have a hard time finding these flat ones, so I've never actually done one on a round one. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could. I just feel like it would be a little harder to get things on it, because it would feel like they want to roll off, but always be very careful with these styrofoam rings, because they are very fragile, and I have seen many horror stories of people who have them and the customer dropped it and it cracked in two, and that would be horrible. So I always just make sure to tell people to be very, very careful. Make sure it's secure on your door and it's not going to fall off with the wind or anything, because it will crack. Yeah, the ribbon is $9.99 at Michael's, and obviously if you're only getting that, you can use your 40% off coupon, the one use coupon. And yeah, it's 75 feet, so I have made many. I haven't run out of the ribbon yet. I have it in multiple colors, just so I can coordinate it with multiple wreaths. I'm just gluing it right now. I'm gluing it to this flat, this side, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do along here also, because I feel like you can see that too much. I don't like that. I want to cover that too. And yeah, I'm going to put a ribbon hanger on it when I'm done, so that it can hang. I use the same ribbon and just create a little hanger from it. You can get the Michael's coupons, in your newspaper or on the app, or, when you check out those coupons they give you. The 40% off coupon off one item, or 50% if you get that one. I'm out of pins here. Oh, 50% today. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure Joann's will have something similar, and I think even Walmart has some of the pins in the floral section. I don't know what they have, how good their flowers are, but yeah. See, okay, this is a little baggie that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's $1.99 for, I don't know how many are in here, but I got these from, I don't know where, probably online. Or Walmart. I don't know. Let's check around the prices. Sorry, Patty. Is anyone else freezing on the, I mean, you might be freezing cold, but I know everyone's freezing cold, but are you freezing in the app or in the video? I don't change the direction of the tulips because I like it to all be sort of like a swirl. It will look too messy if you change the direction. Now, there is another way to do this. It's almost easier, but I just don't like the end look of it. It's just a little different. I like these because these are small, and this is like a 12-inch wreath. It's a nice little small, compact wreath, but you can do them a lot easier, technically, on grapevines, because, well, obviously you don't need to wrap the grapevine. You really just, you don't need to use floral pins. You really just stick them in there and they'll stick. So technically it's easier, but the look is a little different. Okay, I need to cut some more red. Now, I will also tell you, so when I cut them, can you see? I leave about an inch. I push the leaves up, and I leave about an inch below the leaves so that I have enough to put down here to put the floral pin on. I mean, if it's too short, it's just gonna, fall out. So I push the leaves up, leave about an inch, and snip them off. So you need a pair of good wire cutters in your shop for sure, for so many things. And you can, some of them you don't need to push the leaves up, and some of them you can, and sort of every few. All right, I'm saving how many I've cut off over here so we can tell how many. I charge $70 for these, no matter what color, because once you add up all the supplies, they are kind of expensive to make. And they're time consuming to make. Okay. All right, so, okay, a few more. Sorry. My phone started ringing. Sorry. I don't even know what number that is. Okay, so far I have cut, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but I have some, I'm not done yet, so I'll let you know at the end how many we use. It's been a while since I made one, so I can't, and I made them with different, I usually made them with the at-home flowers, and they had a few more buds, so this might be, I just have to double check. Did my video freeze? Are you guys still there? It's frozen over here. Yeah, it froze because somebody called my phone, but I hope it's not permanently frozen. Okay. It's a 12-inch styrofoam form. Need some more glue. No wine this morning. This time it's coffee. Oh, good. You guys are still there. Yay. Okay. Don't I sound like a dude? Like, my voice is so low right now. Okay. Sounded like a teenager with, like, my voice cracking. Alright, so this gets a little tricky here at the end. You gotta tuck everything under. Make sure I get under here. Alright, one more bunch. So to make this, you'll need the the cost would include the cost of your styrofoam form, some ribbon that I just threw off the table, floral pins, tulips, and glue. So wherever you can find that stuff at the best price, sometimes here at the end you might have to just put things in one by one because it's hard to, oh man, oh yay Barbara, I'm glad you got it. I know two of the other people mentioned, messaged me that they got their mesh, so I'm glad you guys got it. The mesh from the contest we ran. Okay, so that looks good. Okay, let's see. This one is sort of poking out. Alright, so, and you don't need to do any on the inside because really these will sort of, you know, cascade over. So look at that so far. How pretty is that? Isn't that so pretty? How much mesh? What was there? 297 was the right number. And 5 people guessed it. Crazy, 5 people guessed it. So 5 people got some special mesh delivery this past week. Okay. So let's go, we're going to do, I got glue on my new mat. I'm going to do, it is pretty as is, but I don't like being able to see that on the side. So I always, come on glue. Okay, so this is what I do. What is my, okay. So I did like bunches of 3 as I put them around here. Now this is a little bit thinner, so I do bunches of 2. So, oh, it looks so pretty. Perfect for Christmas or Valentine's Day. Oh, alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take 2 buds and do around the outside. Now again, going the same way as I've been going. Now this gets a little tricky just because it's hard to hold it and put your pieces on. And not glue yourself. I know last night I saw that Julie was doing a wreath and she burned herself. I burned myself last night too. It's bad. Hot glue is dangerous for me. I need a new, what does everyone use like for a hot glue mat? Like I just have like a piece of cardboard under mine, like for when it drips, you know? But what do you guys use? Because I need something, I feel like I need something better. What can I use that's better? Because I need like a new piece of cardboard all the time. Oh, look at all these drips over here. Might be easier to do the outer first. I don't know. I've always just done this. I don't know. Try it out. See. Maybe I'll try that the next time. I don't know. Just have it, right? I had just always done it this way. Gotta have it. So you can kind of see, so can you see like how it also sort of just makes it bigger because there's some up here, so you can tell like, so down here there isn't any. See how it sort of makes it a lot fuller. Ceramic tile, oh that's kind of a good idea. Is that easy to then clean off, Susan? Pringles, stop. Okay, now I want some Pringles. What happened here? My ribbon did not glue it down well here. Whoa! Stay here. Don't move. Okay. Ah, see now I'm getting my fingers in the glue. Don't you feel like somebody needs to invent a really good glue mat? I feel like that would be awesome for crafters. I can hear the snow falling off of my roof. Oh my goodness. Okay. I need to cut some more bunches. So we're almost there, but we need a few more bunches. Yeah, I never know how many I need. I have a glue pan. You know what? It's right over here. That probably would. Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. It's harder to get set up and keep the right temperature for me. But that would be a good idea too. Okay. Glue skillet, yep. D, I'm in Virginia. We had crazy snow that we like normally don't have. Okay. Whoa. See, here I am sticking my finger in the glue again. How do I keep doing that? Hi, Shauna. I am going to try to go, yes, to the Wreath convention. But you guys have to be nice when I get there because like, I'll be super shy. Like, I don't know anybody of you guys look like. And I feel like everyone's going to know what I look like. And I might be like, haha. Okay, hold on. Y'all need to start doing live videos too, so I know what you look like. I'll let you guys know at the end for sure, how many bunches we use. I'm just not totally positive yet. And you can put extra if some of your stuff starts getting a little loose. Just keep putting pins on it. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I charge $70 for these. I hope I have more red. Because it is kind of expensive to make. But catch a good sale on them. Or do it with some more greenery or with some other stuff, you know, just to make it a little different. I know it's hard to see what I'm doing here. Just doing these on the edge. So far I think I have 10 bunches maybe cut, 10 or 11. And I need some more red. I gotta go see if I got more red over there. Because I'm using more red than white on purpose. Didn't make it even. Let me see if I got more red ones. Let's see if we need any more than this. We'll see. These are 1 3/4 inch pins because the styrofoam is 2 inches thick, so definitely don't want anything thicker than that. Otherwise it'll come through the other side. Yeah, so they're different wreaths. I don't know those round ones. I don't know how thick they are. I do have a hard time finding these flat ones. I had to order them online, and I had to order like a whole box. From like a floral supply store. I think Michael's has the green ones. I don't know what size they are. I did see some green ones there the other day. Oh my goodness, I still need more red. Whoa. Right, Kathy? That's the thing. So the stems are about, I leave about 1 inch underneath the greenery. Okay, let me see if I have any more red. Okay, so I don't have any more red. Okay, so we have a little bit left. I will get more red. So here's the thing. You get the idea though of what we're trying to accomplish here at least. I cut, let's see, how many did we cut? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A few here left, but I need at least, I think I need 1 or 2 more. I would get 14 probably. That should probably be enough. So, and that's what stinks, you know, with the Michaels ones, they just don't have as many buds per stem. Oh, it did go blurry. Why did it do that? I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. I'm using my Wi-Fi today, and so yeah, it has gone blurry. Facebook, come on. So let's we'll do the. Let me get the ribbon. The ribbon that I threw. Okay, the ribbon that I threw. There we go. Yeah, here we can get closer. So I'm gonna put a ribbon hanger on it. So it's nice when you can do the sides too. So when you're hanging that on your door, you know, this is all you're gonna see from the back. Like if you have it on a glass door, it's just that, you know, nicely covered styrofoam form. And then from the front and the side, you're gonna see just all tulips. Isn't that cool? So I'm gonna put a ribbon hanger on it. I can't believe I don't have any more red. You know, I might have some out in my storage. I might go look in a minute. Okay. So I'm going to make a ribbon hanger. And I'm not really super good at this. Literally all I do is just make a loop. Because I don't like, you could make it, you could use some pretty ribbon, but I just make a loop. And let's see here, we'll do this. Cut it as long as you want, and then make a knot at the bottom. This is just unwired satin ribbon. I have not done a saddle. I did one, but I actually just used it as like a where's my saddle form? I used it as a table thing. Yeah, I have one of these saddle things, but I use it as a like a table centerpiece. No, Cindy Lou, like I think the magazine should be a couple more weeks. I think they said the 3rd week of January. So I looked in the magazine store today, and they had the previous issues out. So a few more weeks. No. 14 total, Donna. So whatever you colors or combinations you want to use, I used more red than white. So it wasn't 7 and 7. I probably used, I don't even remember. You know, I used, because I did not twice as many reds, more than that. Yeah, I just kind of have to play around with it. Okay, so I just made a loop with a knot, and I'm just going to pin it back here. Whoa, can you see? Not really. Pin it back here. I probably didn't make this long enough, but depends on if you want it really long or not. So I put 2 pins, one on top of the knot and one below it, and then glue it.